Hi guys, I'm Brittney, and I'm a lady of the library table. I'm not going to go into too much about who we are and what we're going to do on this channel because Kelsey already did that. I'm going to link you to her video down below. She was also our topic video of the week, and she gave us the topic of books and a list of questions for us to answer. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me first before I answer the questions. My name is Brittney. Like I said, I'm 20 years old. I just turned 20 on Monday, so happy birthday to me. I am the only one that does not go to the local community college. I go to a four-year college in a different state, so it kind of sucks that they kind of get to see each other more often than me. But I do commute, so I can see them sometimes when we all can get together. I absolutely adore giraffes. They're like my favorite, all-time favorite animal. They kind of remind me of horses in a way, and horses used to be my favorite animal until my horse class died a few years ago, and I just couldn't look at horses the same way. So I think of giraffes as the more quirky, spotted, safari-and horse, which I think is kind of neat, and they just interest me with their long necks and their cuteness. I think they're adorable. So I have a bunch of giraffes around my room. I am majoring in mass communications and minoring in journalism. I kind of want to be a journalist, maybe for a magazine or a newspaper or something. I am in a radio journalism class right now, and I like it. It's fun. Radio journalism really isn't my thing though, because I do like to write, and I'm more descriptive, and it's hard for me to condense something down to a minute. But my professor is a journalist, and it's kind of neat to get her feedback and talk to her a bit more about the industry, and I'm pretty excited to kind of go out there and do my own thing. But that's enough about me. I'll go ahead and get into the questions. The first question is, what is your current favorite book or book series and why? I have 4 favorite books and a book series. And the first one is Harry Potter. This one is Harry Potter number 3, The Prisoner of Azkaban, and it is my all-time favorite book. It is my favorite Harry Potter series book, and it is also my all-time favorite book ever. I've probably reread this, I don't know like how many times I've reread this book, but I've read it a lot, and it's just amazing. I love the magic in it. It's got more magic than I think any of the other books besides maybe the 7th one, but the 7th one was dark and it kind of wrapped everything up, but I really just love this one so much. I can talk so much more about this book, but it will be like a 10-minute long video of me just talking about Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. But read this book. It's amazing. My second favorite book is also a series called The Christopher Killer, and it seems a little morbid and not very nice compared to my Harry Potter, but it is written by Elaine Ferguson. It is a forensic mystery series, and I call it the Christopher Killer series. I know it's not, I don't know if it has a name, but there's 3 other books in the series. I'm not quite sure what the names are, but I can link them down below if you want to kind of look into them. I watch a lot of Bone, CSI, things like that, and this is kind of what this series is. It's about the daughter of a coroner, and that's kind of what she wants to do, kind of go into the forensics, and it's just a really good book series. She does a lot of research, and everything in here is pretty much spot on. It's just really interesting. It's really interesting. I really love it. My third favorite book is Hero. It's got a mask on the front, kind of like a superhero mask, and it is written by Perry Moore, and it is about a gay superhero, and that's why I love it so much. I don't know. I really am into the LGBT rights, and very much a supporter of those rights, and I think this book is just really cute, and it really goes into learning more about yourself and your sexuality, how to overcome people making fun of you, and just all of that. You know, the gay superhero, you can't go wrong with that. And my friend used to make fun of me all the time for rereading this book, but I just thought it was really adorable, and I just really, really loved the characters in this book. And my last favorite of the moment I just finished reading, and it is Sleepwalk with Me, and Other Painfully True Stories, and it's written by Mike Birbiglia. I'm sorry, I kind of butchered that, but it is a weird different last name. But this book is hilarious. Mike is a comedian, and it's a true story about his life, all through his life from his childhood to kind of now. There's also a movie based on this book, and the movie is hilarious. The book is hilarious. He is hilarious. He's just it's just amazing, and I highly suggest you read it, and you read all of these books because they're amazing books. Okay, question number 2. What series do you think has contributed most to how much people read today? I definitely have to go back to Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling made a lot of money off of these books and off the movies, and she was one of the first authors to make so much money writing, period. And never mind being children's books, but I definitely think Harry Potter contributed to how much I read. I know when I started reading it, I didn't want to put them down, and I wanted to read more. Because of Harry Potter, I kind of learned to appreciate books. And I definitely think because they came out when we were kids, that it kind of helps everybody pick up a book and start to read, which is really amazing that a book series could help bring along a childhood of every child that was our age at the time, kind of bring us all together and love one single thing and pick up books and read. It just is amazing that one series can contribute to so much kids reading. It definitely helped me read. Number 3, if you could recommend any book or series to a new reader our age, what would it be? And I'd hate to repeat myself, Harry Potter, but of course I think a lot of children our age have already read Harry Potter, so what I would suggest, The Christopher Killer. I really like that, but if you're not into forensic mysteries or anything like that, there are a bunch of other books you can read. I know John Green, all his books are amazing. I have Will Grayson now. I'm starting to read it. I know The Hunger Games is also out, and I know a lot of the ladies in our channel have read it and they love it, so maybe The Hunger Games. I have not read it yet. It is on my to-read list. Also, I would recommend all of my favorites. Maybe go look at John Green. He's an amazing author. I love his books. And check out The Hunger Games if you haven't already. Let's see. Question number 4. What do you think of the Twilight franchise and some of the bigger franchises that have been released because of it? Personally, I do not like Twilight. I have read the books in high school. I own all of the books. But I just kind of fell out of it. It just blew up so big, and the franchise just became something that was so overpowering and annoying to me. It was no longer a fun thing for me to do. It's just to read the book, so you had to pick a side, and it just got crazy out of hand. So I really no longer like it. I don't like the first person point of view that she writes it at. That kind of annoys me. And I just think rereading it now, I kind of feel silly for really liking it because the style is completely, it's bad writing. And if you like it, you know, kudos to you for reading, and I'm not trying to bash it, I just don't personally like it. I have not read The Hunger Games. I've never read or seen the movies yet, so I can't say anything about The Hunger Games, though I know that did come out kind of based off of Twilight's franchise and kind of the Harry Potter franchise, so I can't say anything about that. But I'm not hating on Twilight, I just don't like the books, the movies, the whole franchise kind of blew up and got way out of proportion. Okay, question number 5. I know secretly all of you ladies write. Do you think your writing style is completely unique, or do you take from a specific author? I don't think my writing style is completely unique. I don't think anybody's really is. But I'm not quite sure who I take after. I can't really answer this question, Kelsey. Good for you. You left me speechless. Okay, so we'll go on. Question number 6 is, what do you think about banning books, and how many of them have you read and enjoyed? I know that Harry Potter has once been banned, and it might still be banned in some other countries, I'm not quite sure. But I love Harry Potter, like I said, and I think it's really not a good idea to ban books. I think if everybody should have the chance, and they should have the choice to read any book they want. Taking books off the shelves because I know the Bridge to Terabithia has been banned once before for its the children in the book disrespecting adults, which you see that a lot. You see it in movies, you see it in TV shows, you don't just see it in that book. So they're going to see it whether or not they're actually seeing it or reading in a book. I know it also blurred the lines between reality and fantasy, which was a reason why it was also banned. I just think that's really silly. I think it's ridiculous to ban books for whatever reason. I know that a lot of the classics were also banned because of the language in it, but they're going to hear it anyway. They're not. I think you gotta give kids the chance. It's just silly, completely silly to me to ban a book. It is a choice, and they should be able to read it if they want to. Okay. Question number 7. Now that you're out of high school and out of required reading, do you think you'd enjoy the classics more, or do you hate them still? I always hated being told to read. If they told me to read this book, I would most likely not. If somebody told me to read Harry Potter or Hero or made me read those books, I probably would not read them because I just don't know. I don't like to be told to read something that I can have a choice of. If I picked it up on my own and read the back of it and thought it was interesting, I would read it. So, to be honest, I probably would not read the classics again. I never really hated the classics, I just didn't get into them as much because I'm not really into that side of the books. I'm more of a fantasy fiction type of thing, and I know most of them are fiction. And I did like Of Mice and Men. I thought that book was pretty good. And I read To Kill a Mockingbird, and that one was okay. And I read Frankenstein, but I had to read Frankenstein, so I didn't really quite read it. And maybe I'll pick it up again, I don't know, but I don't hate them, I just would not like to read them again. So there's that. And the last question. If you could ban any book, whether for or against it, what book would it be and why? Like I said before, I think banning books is silly and ridiculous, and I would never ban a book because I do not like it. I am not going to bash any book series, because somebody out there likes it. There's a reason why it's out there, and it's a reason why it's on the library shelf or in a bookstore, because somebody wrote it, they enjoyed it, somebody else had to have liked it to publish it, and I just think it's dumb to ban any book for any reason. So I would not ban a book. Even the Twilight series, I would not ban it. And that's all the questions that we have for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I will link you to Tanika and Jennifer's videos down below. They did theirs earlier in the week. And I hope you subscribe. There's a subscribe button up there, and subscribe to our channel to learn more about our opinions on other topics. Topic videos go up every Sunday, and our responses go out throughout the week. So I hope you stay tuned with us, and thanks for watching. Bye!